Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. This is Welcome to Slovenia 19 by BGamer003 and Kirezagar. It's 308.59 megabytes to download, and the description there says Welcome to Slovenia 19, puts you in the place of farmer in Slovenia, beautiful land under the Alps. Face the challenges Slovenia offers to become the biggest farmer in the WTS history. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. If you're looking for a challenge, then this very well could be for you. It's definitely an interesting one. Very, very scenic and picturesque in places. This is the map. If we zoom out, you can see it's obviously this would be the full size. It's kind of been slashed across there, and it's just mainly this bottom half. Now I'm in new farmer mode. As always, in new farmer mode we start off with this area here, which is your main farm. It's got sheep, cows, chickens and pigs on. If you wanted to buy this in the other two modes, it's 365,976 to buy. There's no fields on it, but there is kind of like some little grass area, meadows, because if we go into this area, all this it needs ploughing. You can see that throughout the map as we go round. There's little areas dotted around like this around field 1. We'll drive past that in a second. It is quite expensive on here because we do have a few other fields. They're not huge fields, but they all come with quite a bit of land. You can't buy the fields individually. So for instance, this section here by our farm is 2.7 million. Just up here 1.2, 1.1, 1 million, 985, 1 million. You can get the gist of it. It's very expensive. I think this piece here is the cheapest for 148. So yeah, it is very expensive on here. Got a few sell points. There's 3 of them pretty much on top of each other there, and there's 2 sawmills, one for wood chip and one for your timber, which we will check out. There is contracts available. There's no custom crops, which is a little bit odd because again we'll see later, just on this you can just sort of see these curved edges and this house. There is a grape vineyard there, but obviously you can't do anything with it, which is a bit of a shame. There's no extra crops on here at all. But that is the map. Let's go through slot counts first, because that's pretty easy, because in all 3 modes you start off with absolutely nothing, and in all 3 modes it's 396 slots out of 1299. So nothing at all. We'll have a quick run round our farm area though. Nice sort of farmhouse there. There is no sleep trigger on here, so you've got the option to place your own or move elsewhere if you wanted to. So if we run up through into our farm, I think we'll start off around this way. We've got our pig barn just there. Dialogue box is just in front of the doors, like so. This will take 35 pigs. We can open these doors. Your feed and your straw triggers, well, I found them just outside the door. Also, just around here we've got a slurry pipe for the pigs. If we jump through like that, got a water trough just there, which is a little bit challenging to get to. You'll probably hear me say that word quite a lot on this map, challenging, or a bit of a challenge, because most of it is on there. manure for the pigs just there. And then right next door to the pigs, in this fenced area, we've got a chicken pen. Again, you can open that gate, but your dialogue box is just right in front of it. This will hold 70 chickens, and you've got your feed trough just there. Now, I thought the eggs were going to spawn in here under this sort of cover in this building, but they don't. They actually appeared just out here by this fence, obviously just in the boxes. So that's your chickens and pigs. If we run up this way first, we've got a little bit of shed space just there, storage. There's a lot of lights on things, which I quite like. I'll show you the sort of meadow area we've got. We've got a track that runs up round the back, and it's in 2 levels. So you can just sort of see the difference in the colours, where it sort of technically is a field. And then you've got this area up here, which is a lot bigger. So nice slopes to everything. Most of it's all different stages on the map. We're reasonably high up on this side, and then we sort of sweep down and go into the valley where all the sale points are, but we'll see that in a second. I love this building, or how they've done all this. We'll see it a bit better in a sec. So you've got a bit of storage underneath here, and we have got a bunker silo silage clamp just in here, as you can see, which is pretty cool. We've got lights again on there, like so. Just over here we've got our cow barn. If we run through this shed area here, you've got your water trough for your cows, but your dialogue box is just here. This will hold 40 cows. They'll obviously all appear out in there, like so. Let's run back out round the front. Got a little bit of a ladder up to a hayloft, but what I like as well, where it's all different levels, if you drive up round the back, which we'll run round in a sec, you can access all this upper level, and you can drive into this hayloft here, which is pretty impressive. Something different. We've got a milk point there for your cows. This door opens again. We've got lights. It's going to be one of those. There we go, like so. Your feed and your straw triggers are through this middle. Now I used the I'll show you, it's easier to show you, the AgriLiner, this one trailer, which tips left and right as well as going back, and you can do the grain door. You're probably going to have to do the grain door, I would have thought, because even tipping left and right, it is very or not very high, that's what I'm trying to say. And as I tipped right, I think it was, it sort of like hit its roof and it started flipping out and moving the tractor. So very challenging. But yeah, that's your feed and straw triggers. You've got another door down there, and then just round here we've got a little manure pit, and you've got your slurry pipe again there for your cows, like so. Just out here we've got more door and shed space again, lights in, which is nice. And then if we do run up round the back, which you can drive, obviously I've said you can use that bit underneath. Drive round, you've got this little area here, which is quite smart looking, this bit and there, and then we can drive in here like so, and then all of this as well. Very nice yard and setup. We'll run over to the sheep and I'll show you those. There's loads and loads and loads of trees, as you can see, and it will become more apparent. You've got all these sort of areas like this as well dotted around the map. This again is part of our sort of meadow. You can see the different shadings as you go into it. So this is your sheep pen. Your dialogue box is just over here, like so. this will hold 80 sheep. The gate does open, you can drive in. Your feed trigger was just there for me and it all appears in there, but all their food spills out over there, so again it's not very high, so you probably have to clean it up from this side with a bucket. We've got a water trough just there. As you can see, it's quite steep going down and in, and their wall appears just up this hill here, just here. Now it only got to 3 pallets and it started telling me that there was no more room, which was a little bit surprising. I thought it might have taken a little bit more. Right, what we're going to do, because we have no vehicles, so I was trying to figure out how to do this best, is we're going to lease a pickup. So what I'm going to do, normally I'd probably cut and edit this out, but we're going to do it together, because if you buy or lease anything, I'll just go for anyone like that would do. If you buy or lease anything, obviously it does appear down here at the shop. But your reset point, if we reset that vehicle now, it resets over to our main farm. So your reset point, there you go, is at the main farm. We're going to jump in this. Now, because there's so many trees, I'm going to say that word again. It's going to be a bit challenging for me to get you good camera angles, because normally I like to zoom out so you can see the area, the landscape, the terrain, etc. So I'm going to try my best. And also I apologise for this map coming out a little bit late, the tour, because this did come out yesterday and I didn't have time to do it. I managed to do Thornton Farm, but I got home from work a little bit late and didn't really have time to do it, so I'm doing it now. So it is, as you can see, very scenic and picturesque. We've got a little water feature there. I know I am very close in, but you'll see why I am. Now we're starting to go into one of the wooded areas. There's all different types of trees in these. You've got the sort of ones you'd expect you can cut down and make some good money out. You've got these ones which I'm not sure you're going to be able to do with. And then we've got some really odd looking ones that are sort of, I don't know, 2D I suppose, that they've added in. And these, when you get near them, they kind of look a bit, I don't know if that is like that on the PC or whether they've done that to reduce the slot count for console. And I've also found a few floating trees whilst I was working out the best route round. As you can see, if I'd zoomed out, it would be a bit of a nightmare. It does open up in places here and there, but not much. So we're going to carry on round. We should open up a little bit as we come round to field 1. So this is field 1 just in front of us. As you can see, they're not huge fields. And then just either side, if I zoom out, you can see the different colourings. That's those 2 grass areas that I showed you earlier when we were in the ploughing menu. Again, we sort of open up again here as we've got fields 2 and 3. As you can see, it is very hilly, lots of slopes, but it is very scenic indeed. Another water feature there. So I can zoom out a little bit now, and I love the mountains in the background. You've got one there, and where's the other one gone? I think it's to our right actually, you probably can't quite see it. So more fields again, not huge, but they're all sort of different levels. So again, nice and challenging to work on. Not sure what these Oh, there's quite a few of these dotted around the map. I'm guessing someone would know what they are. Now we start going into sort of more of a town area with a few more people roaming around, but they've all got these little vegetable patches, gardens, which is quite smart. And you can see how steep that is. You can see some of the fields down in the valley there, which we will end up in a second. And we've got a nice little fire station just there, and there's some lovely little signs on this map as well. There's a sign there for the fire station. I love it. It's almost like the water bearer Aquarius, which is what I am. Anyway, carrying on, moving on. You can just see all the trees, loads and loads of trees. Now this is the vineyard, which is very beautiful looking, as you can see. Again, that road goes all the way up and just comes to a dead end eventually. You've got all these vineyards, look, you can see the grapes on there, but you can't do anything with them, which is a shame. I love these blue flowers as well. That makes a change from the standard usual ones. So look, this comes up like that. So there's your vineyard, which you can't do anything with, but it does make the map look nice. I like these walls as they sweep round, sort of giving it more of a grander entrance. But we will carry on. I might have to zoom in a little bit more as we go through these. What does that sign say there? That's got a bear on it. Oh my god, we better get back in the truck. Don't want to come across one of them. So it's very dense and thick through here. Yeah, if you're looking to clear a lot of these trees out to put fields in, you can just see what you're up against. And then we come down into the valley where it's a bit more busier onto the main road. As you can see, we are going to go right, and it sweeps all through there, look, with the fields. As you can see, more trees to our left, and there's, where is that other mountain? There's two of them. I think you can see both of them in the thumbnail, and there's a lovely little church as well, which I captured in the thumbnail, which we'll probably see as we go back the other way. But for now, we're heading to the sawmill, and just up here we have got our sign, just in case you get lost. It says sawmill on it. It's quite handy that the sawmill is surrounded by a load of trees, and it's the nice looking trees which you're going to be able to work with and earn good money from. So just in here, this is the first of the sawmills. This is just for your lumber and your timber. As you can see, you've got your triggers there. We'll come out of here and I'll show you where we've been on the map, just so you've got a rough idea of what's happened. Nice dirt track road into the sawmill. Right, let's have a quick look on the map. So obviously we started on our farm. That's it, get your words out. We came all the way along here in the pickup, and I took this track or road there. We went past field 1, I showed you those two grass areas either side. Came past 2 and 3, round again, up round here, through the sort of town where the people were, around again, stopped there where the vineyard was, and we went all the way through here, and then we came out there along into the sawmill. We'll carry on back and we'll check out all of this. This track here leads up, and it's kind of like it goes round and it's sort of dips down in, and there's lots more trees. That's where the church is. That track takes you up there. which you'll see in a second as we pull out of here, I should imagine, as long as we don't get hit by a truck. There you go, you can just see the church up there on the top of the hill with the red roof. So yeah, they're not huge fields. I'm guessing you could probably, well, you would be able to plough these all through to make one big field if you wanted to. But it's going to cost you to just buy that land. So let's stop there. I'll turn the engine off. We've got our shop. We've got a cash machine there and your shop menu just there. Right down the far end we've got a workshop trigger, as you can see just there. And if we run down the back, we've got another cool sign here telling us that's the animal dealer, which is just here like so. And then we will run across here because it's easier. Just here we've got 3 sell points right on top of each other. Those markers are floating in the air a bit, aren't they? So it says wool shop there. So just here is your spinnery for your cotton and your wool, but it also is the barn sell point, because if we go on there you can see there's 3 of them all sort of stuck on top of each other. If I back away slightly and go in this menu, let's go down to barn, tag that up, there you go, we'll clear that. And now if I go down to spinnery, tag that, same place, and then round the back you've got your main sell point, which is selling station generic, which take wheat, barley, canola, no oats, sunflower, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, and that is it. Your barn is obviously going to be for your bales, like so. There's no BJ on here, which is a bit surprising. And again, trying to find somewhere to place one's probably going to be a bit of a challenge. The word of the day. Right, from there we'll move on. See, there's another one of these things to our left. I'm not sure what they are. Interesting though. So that track to our right will take you up to the little church. There's nothing else up there apart from that. There's one of those iffy trees right in front of us. More fields and meadows. Whoa, and I've just rolled it. Oh dear. Honestly, I'm getting as bad as Farmer Cop for his driving. I'm sure they appreciate me saying that. If we come down, we have got turning on our right. No, we haven't. Sorry, we've got the fuel station first. Almost forgot the fuel station, which is just there, as you can see, the little shop. And then there's some more cool signs in front of us telling us where the sawmill is, Woodco. And if we take this, I'll probably have to zoom in a bit, it gets a bit iffy along here as well for the camera angles. And once we're through this bit, I think then I can zoom out a bit more. Like so. Here we go. So again, more fields around us, a grass area to our right. We're sort of climbing up again now, out of that valley. I'll try and get up and over a little bit so you can see. Not like that. Oh, I can't quite get it. I was going to see if you could see our farm from here, but you can't. Anyway, this is the other sawmill. This is just for wood chips, which is just there to your right, left even. Left, right, you know what I mean. And that is it. That is Welcome to Slovenia 19 by BGamer003 and Kirezagar. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.